Here's how Ben 10's rescue mission goes incredibly wrong. In the Alien Force episode Undercover, the trio are looking for the unseasoned chicken breast named Cooper. Gwen scans some of his tissues or something and lead them back to Soledad, the abandoned town from the Paradox episode. They find a DNAlien rizz party and quickly find out Cooper was taken to make complex machines, including a cloaking device for the Highbreed Invaders. They decide to break Cooper out and break that device before they leave. And I guess that slows the Highbreed down because now they need to keep up appearances. And that's really the interesting stuff in the episode, the Highbreed plan and how it connects to the larger story of the series. We see they're building a huge portal, and from Cooper's vision, we know they're planning to bring in a fleet of ships and explode the Earth. Allegedly. This episode is almost great. We get a better picture of what the Highbreed and DNAliens are up to, but the mystery is still intact. Just a stepping stone on the way to the War of the Worlds. I just think this episode is brought down by Cooper. He's not really a bad character, just annoying. Alien Force introduces his crush on Gwen and basement-dwelling tendencies.
Like how Princess Helena rescued me last week from the caverns of unforgiving dismay.
Which I guess is something, considering he had next to no development in Classic. Cooper in general is just a missed opportunity because he has really cool powers. And he is super useful in the context of the show. I just wish I liked him a little bit more, I don't know. Anyway, here's our full review of Undercover. Honestly, a pretty good episode. I don't remember it, like, before we watched it again, but I like it. It's a good episode.
No, yeah, I remember it vaguely. Because
Yeah.
I remember Cooper.
Yeah.
And I remember the weirdness of Cooper and Gwen kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember, like, word for word everything that happened in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also I don't understand why it's an arc teleporter now instead of a big circle. You couldn't just make it a bigger circle?
I don't know. That's a good question. I guess I would think it's just easier not to build one side of it, and that way you can just get more surface area on this other sides.
Yeah. And I'm missing context, I guess. I wasn't paying attention to the very beginning of the episode. Why were they trying to make the teleporter work?
I don't know. I think they were just trying to see if it would work so they could use it for themselves.
Got you. Be pretty cool if we had our own teleporter.
It would be very cool.
Did Ben have a teleporting alien?
No, I think
A portal making alien just seems like something he should have.
yeah, I mean, like, fan comics have gone back and put teleporting aliens in, but that's one of the powers he doesn't actually have.
Yeah, that's actually wild.
He can
now
go
I'm thinking about it.
very fast. I mean, he can do like the Flash level
Yeah.
teleporting, I guess, where you just run fast enough and you get there.
but teleporting helps with a lot of people.
Yeah.
You
Plus, like a portal system, sort of like a Doctor Strange power. Like, that's cool. Like, that's
Yeah.
like its own different set of things. Like, you can do a lot more with that as well.
And then, like, Cooper has that thing that cloaks people. Why doesn't Ben have one that cloaks more than just himself? You know?
Yeah, why don't they build like a bigger one of that and just use
No,
it?
I meant alien-wise.
Oh, well, I think Ghost Freak can turn people intangible, I believe.
Did we see that? Do we see that?
I think at some point we see that. I'll double check here. I'll put it in.
Yeah. Yeah. Starting to see some cracks in Ben 10's armor.
Well, it's just powers we haven't explored yet. I'm sure with as many 10,000 aliens in the watch, one of them's got those powers. You know what I mean?
But with all that being said, we are the Binge Warmers. My name is Steven.
Hey, I'm Hopper. Today we're looking at the episode Undercover.
Hey, yep. But before we get into that, we have a highlight comment of last week's episode, which was
From the ink tank.
yeah. Don't
Hey,
talk
Kuro.
don't talk to us. We got the ink tank on speed dial.
Hey, guys. We've actually been in a video with him. Dan did that
Yeah,
one video about your favorite moments where you embarrassed
I remember. I was gonna say I got clowned by everyone because of mine.
That was just a weird video for us in general because we were like, I mean, it was fun, very fun. And I enjoyed the whole video thoroughly, but
Yeah.
like watching our segment, we were kind of out of focus and blurry.
Yeah,
and
we weren't prepared like everyone else was.
you weren't prepared. I had a great moment picked out.
You sprung it on me like that day. I'm pretty sure.
No, we had to like keep talking about it because we had to find the
No.
time. Doesn't matter. Ink Tanks in the comments, they said, well, assumedly Kuro said one of my favorite episodes, and I said thank you for commenting. We love everything y'all do.
Hopper's like, we're supposed to be equals, but I am totally fangirling right now.
We're not equals. They got like way more subs than we
Don't
do.
hurt my ego right now.
Anyway, we love y'all. Thank y'all for commenting. Glad to see you're watching the show or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure like all the Ben 10 content.
Yeah, we probably
On
all watch
YouTube.
each other's content.
Right.
Well, I'd like to think. I'd like to think so.
right. But yeah, so today we're talking about Undercover.
Yeah.
This is the prison break / rescue operation.
Yeah.
They go to find Cooper to fix this teleporter, and he's been captured by the DNAliens. And then we figure out that Cooper's actually in love with Gwen.
Yeah, it's kind of out of nowhere, but like we said, I'm pretty sure like the Cooper episode from the Ben 10 Classic was put in there because he was going to be a person in this series.
Right.
So he was kind of just shoehorned into the Classic series, and then...
Well, that's what's confusing to me, because what you're saying is like, I mean, and I think we talked about this a little bit in the Cooper episode we did
from Ben 10 Classic.
from the Classic.
Yeah.
But they were essentially like making these series at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think Ben 10 Classic might have had the lead, obviously, because it came out first. But I think the idea was 3 seasons of Ben 10, then we're going to switch to Alien Force, and then they didn't have enough time.
So we got a whole season 4 that was just kind of all over the place.
They were like, well, we did the movie, so the movie can just air as like 4 episodes or whatever, and then we'll just kind of do a couple like non-important episodes. Yeah. Except for the negative 10, which was super important.
It was supposed to be important, but it was probably one of my least favorite episodes of Ben 10 Classic.
Right. Well, it felt rushed. I mean, the whole season past like the movie felt kind of like weird, rushed, not, you know. But my point being, if we knew Cooper was in that just to give him a setup for Alien Force, why not introduce the Crush? Did they not like share that information? Yeah, they're like, only Cooper, nothing else about him, and he's good with technology. Here's his design, maybe. Here's how he's gonna look. Make him look like a kid version of this guy. Yeah, they do keep the design. So. Yeah. Which doesn't really make sense because he's got like a jersey, like he likes basketball, but they make him like ultra nerdy, like MMO guy in this game. Yeah, and he's like the same height. He didn't grow. He didn't grow. And then he works out and gets taller. I think he says he gets a growth spurt, but they're 15. How's he get another growth spurt? He may be a year younger, but even still, like not that tall in a year. No. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, growth spurts do work like that. I mean, when we hit, I don't know about you. I've always been this tall. I was about to say, when I hit my growth spurt, I literally went from like 5'2" to 5'6", and then from then you just start growing. But like, I jumped 4 inches in one summer. You know what I mean? So he jumped like a foot. Yeah. He was like really tall. He's basically Kevin's height with Chris Pratt's voice. There's no way you were this tall. I mean, you grew up, you were this height in 6th grade. No. I mean, it was steady, but I've always been bigger. You know what I mean? Like I've always been a head bigger than everybody else. I guess you weren't 6'4" in 6th grade. No, of course. Could you imagine if you were 6'4" in 6th grade? I'd be teaching the teachers how to box and stuff. You'd be massive, dog. No, but I guess you just had a bigger growth spurt earlier, and then from then on, you just always seemed taller than everybody else. So I guess I've always thought Cooper was kind of a nothing character. Oh, for sure. So I guess the introduction of the crush on Gwen is more characterization. Yeah, more depth to a character that no one really knows that well. My problem is, like, Gwen's already got that with Kevin, and she's already got that with Morningstar, and so now it's the third guy that likes her. Yeah. Well, I mean, you seen Gwen? Everyone likes her. That's what Kevin said. Who wouldn't have a crush on you? Facts, dude. When I saw her, I was just like, oh my God. That's wifey. That's wifey. Because before, I hated Gwen. I didn't like Gwen in Bington Classic. I liked Gwen in Classic. No, I thought she was annoying. Because, you know, I have a problem with people telling me what to do. And I totally related with Ben. I was like, leave him alone. Yeah, he's an idiot, but you quit yelling at him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I saw Gwen in this, and I was like, okay, we can marry. We can marry? Yeah. A little bit of mischaracterization in this too. She doesn't know what an MMORPG is. She would. She likes technology and computers and stuff. She would know what that meant. She would. Yeah, if she wasn't even into video games, she would know though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she would know of them because they're so popular. Like, remember how popular World of Warcraft used to be? Oh yeah, it still everywhere. Kind of is. Yes, kind of. Yeah. I mean, if you're in that sphere, it's huge. At the time, like when this came out, I'm pretty sure that was like one of the big. Oh, Fusion Fall was big at this time. Remember Fusion Fall, the Cartoon Network version? Yes, dude, man, I wanted to play that so bad. I didn't have internet. Yeah, I bet there's I think there is a revamped version of it. We should try to figure it out. If you want to figure it out, we can try to figure it out. Of course, yeah.
Like how Princess Elena rescued me last week from the caverns of unforgiving dismay.
And it's also, I don't like it because, I don't know, I try not to take it too personally. Weird people will talk like that, but at the same time, like everyone who plays MMORPGs don't talk like that. You know what I mean? Oh, it's like Selena saving me from the dungeon last week. Yeah. It's like, bro, no, it's not. This is real. You could die. Okay, these DNAliens do not care about you.
Also, hey Cooper, bro, you've got magic powers essentially.
Yeah, you know your worth, dog.
You can be. I mean, what are you talking about? You are the coolest person.
Yes.
Ever. I don't know why. Like.
Yeah.
Also, he's back in Bellwood. He lives in Bellwood.
Yeah. Also, dude, quit drooling over her. Like, make it a little less obvious. Like.
Nah, at that age, I was probably the same way with girls.
15.
Like, yeah, dude. When I had a crush on a girl at 15, she knew it, and it was bad, and they never reciprocated. I was essentially Cooper.
Dude, I love that.
But taller.
And no MMORPG.
And no technopath powers.
Yeah. You were just like, I like Smash.
I like Smash.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think Cooper could have done. He was a little heavy-handed in this episode.
Ah, like because he's fat.
Damn. Okay.
Got them heavy hands.
He's not fat. He's fun-sized.
Said that.
There's shirts about it. You know what I mean? You never seen it?
That's so cringy.
Oh, yeah. I've seen the shirt, though. You've not seen the shirt?
I'll put it up on screen there. Yeah.
I think it was just a little heavy-handed. You're trying to introduce Cooper, right? And you kind of want him to be unless you don't want him to be accepted into the group. But, like, the whole time I'm watching him this time, I'm like, I don't like this guy. He's annoying. He's a little cringy. Get him out of here. He's helpless. Okay, he can move stuff with his mind. His powers are super cool. I don't care about his powers because of how they've portrayed him in this episode. You know what I mean?
There's no personality past the crush on Gwen, is I guess what we're saying.
Yes, that's true.
Like, he needed that extra, like, friendship with... Because he's friends with Kevin. How about that? Like, Kevin's a scummy guy before they met him, so... Like, is Kevin just, like, with this guy who he knows because whatever? Did he threaten this guy? Like, how did Kevin and Cooper get to be friends?
That's another thing, too. Kevin's jokes were just so heavy-handed in this.
Oh, God. Everything's heavy-handed?
Yeah, dude. Because I'm talking, like... Halfway through the episode, I'm like, Kevin, we get it, bro. Yep. You're giving her such a hard time. You guys are in dire situation right now. You know what I mean? Yep. I'm not feeling the stakes because Kevin is cracking jokes about Gwen marrying Cooper. You know what I mean?
What is so funny to me about this is that with the Dark Star, and I'm like, remember there was like the Squire that like, not
every
even like hitting on
time you say Dark Star, I think Dark Star.
Dark Star.
I can't get it out of my head.
But there's the Squire who kind of has a thing for Gwen.
Yeah.
And there's the Dirt Star man, and then there's Cooper. With everyone else besides Cooper, Kevin is like jealous. Like he's real jealous. But with Cooper, it's like he's playing into it because I guess he knows she doesn't care at all about Cooper, which is so like stupid.
It is funny. It's just like this is supposed to be a serious episode where like we're reintroduced to DNAliens. We get the plot thickens kind of thing. They've got this big portal.
This is essentially the start of the ends. Like we get the soledad set up. We get the cloaking device. The weather machines are back and stuff.
I just wish I felt the stakes. You know what I mean? And that's the Cooper introduction kind of took away from that when it really should have added to it. You have this super cool technopath kind of guy. And you know where I got that term from?
Marvel Comics?
Sky High.
I'm a technopath. I can control technology with my mind.
So I don't know. I think it could have done a little bit better. Like, the comedy was just too heavy-handed. I'm gonna say. I
thought it was funny. I think the Kevin jokes, like you're saying, are annoying, but then they have a good payoff because Gwen gets to hit him later when he turns into that material that has like the vibration effects or whatever.
I do love you got Echo's eating Gwen, dude.
Not even that. The way Kevin's holding him is like a teddy bear, and then he's like up on his shoulders. Yeah. It's very sweet. It's giving. You're gonna hate me for doing a One Piece reference, but it's giving Chopper and Zoro.
Oh my god.
Just being cute, you know.
I hate you. I hate you.
If I'm saying anything untrue, then I'll take my foot off.
Shut up, dude. I hate you.
I'll eat my shoe.
Eat your shoe. Eat my pants.
His energy resonance is really strong here.
You were making a joke about like you walk in, it's like a pigsty in Cooper's house, you know, and he's like, "You got mana all over the place," and you're like, "She's scanning tissues right now. What kind of mana are we talking about right now?"
It was probably papers, but they look like crumpled up tissues.
Yeah, that's
I was like, oh, I don't like that visual.
No, and the pizza on the ground too. Like, just eat the pizza.
Eat the pizza.
You know what I mean? I've never understood leftover like gross pizza in a box.
Yeah.
Eat the pizza.
I would just eat it all. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can be a gross slob. Just eat all the food. You know what I mean? I better see like wrappers and packages. Yeah. The food better be eaten.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's like a typical like gross setting where person setting where there's like some junk on the floor. It's just like food or left over. Like if you're a really fat slob, like you'll eat all the food.
That's what I'm saying. I've never believed it when you show food because it's like if you're doing anything in that pigsty, you're eating the food.
There would be like a bunch of clothes on the floor. There would be like
pizza boxes, fast food bags.
Yes, fast food bags. Like Michael Scott's car, a bunch of fish fillet boxes and stuff.
Yeah, but they're all empty.
Empty. Yep. And then it would smell, and then there would be jugs of piss everywhere.
No, not the jugs of piss.
He's a gamer. He's gonna be sitting there all day. It's MMO
I've
too.
never met a single gamer who's actually pissed in a jug. We all take a break and go to the bathroom. It's not that deep.
What about Cooper's parents? Where are they at? Does Cooper
have
they
just
parents?
Walk into his house?
All I know about Cooper is that he's got a grandpa that was a plumber.
I was about to say, he lived with his... Maybe he doesn't have parents.
I don't know if he lived with his grandpa either. I think I know he had a grandpa.
Yeah.
They don't really make it clear.
Yeah.
We can maybe assume that. I would assume that,
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he's back in Bellwood, because Max wanted help with it, so he called plumber buddies.
So he just lived... Maybe he's living in, like, his grandpa's house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just chilling there. Like, hey, Mom and Dad, I'm going to go live with Grandpa. Grandpa's out in the galaxy doing something, so I'm actually just a bachelor, essentially.
Could be.
Yeah.
I wonder, does he go to Gwen's school? Whose school does he go to, you think? Does he go to school at all?
No, he probably doesn't go to school.
I mean, he's smart.
Yeah, he's smart. He doesn't need to go to school.
But how smart is he? He's just...
Well, think about it. You go to school so you can get a good career, right?
Sure, yeah.
At the base level.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a good career. He can just make things and sell it to the plumbers, to new people like Kevin. You know what I mean? Yep. He's making his money, so he doesn't have to go to school.
And assumedly, he would do his own research and stuff to become smart. Like he
exactly.
Yeah, he wouldn't just sit there. I don't know. That's a good question.
If I had his powers, I wouldn't go to school because now I have my income. I only went to school to have a good job for income. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It would have been, I guess it would have helped with the world building and stuff if he did go to high school with Ben and Kevin.
Yeah, but we never see them at school.
Yeah, you're right.
So the world building, no.
I don't know. It'd just be. I'm just leaving all the opportunities on the floor.
The DNAliens, you made a comment. You said they could easily fight all of these people.
They say roughly 400 of them right there.
Yeah. I thought they said 4,000.
Why don't we just yell out, "Hey, Cooper," and have 4,000 DNAliens crawling up our butts? Good plan.
That's a little bit tougher, but I think Gwen could probably turn Anodite and wipe them all.
Yeah.
Kevin is not being used to his fullest potential. He never is.
Never is.
With his absorbing powers, and he could go crazy getting all the absorbing powers. I know.
When you have someone like Agrigor, who's the same species as Kevin, and you see the potential of an Osmosian as a bad guy, Kevin is not being used to his absolute potential.
Yeah. And Kevin beats that, by the way, so he's canonically stronger than Agrigor.
Yeah, well, that's only because he absorbed all of the Omnitrix. Agrigor limited himself to 5 because he knew it would make him crazy.
Right. But assumedly, he could absorb all the aliens out of Agrigor.
Yeah, well, Agrigor could do the same thing. I don't think Kevin's more powerful. He just happened to absorb more aliens.
Well, I think he's more reckless, which makes him more powerful.
No, more dangerous, not more
dangerous.
Powerful.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, but yeah, Kevin's never used to his absolute potential.
Makes you sad.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of L's too, a lot of fights and stuff.
Well, he's got to take L's so that Ben can take dubs. You know what I mean?
You're right. Ben takes a rare L in this, so he gets captured by the DNs before he gets to his watch.
Yeah, he couldn't open his watch. So I was like, honestly, this should happen a lot more than it does.
Yeah, that's true.
And it never does.
Like, just tie up his hands. Like, and they don't even know who he is too. They're like, who is that? They grab him.
You know who Ben Tennyson is.
Well, it's like you luckily grabbed his hand so he couldn't get to his Omnitrix. Like,
that's why we were like, they put him in the room. I was like, his hands are not bound.
Yeah.
He's like, even Humongosaur can't take out this me. Try.
I think he could.
Break out and just run. How about that?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You're
just not going to turn into an alien?
Get as big as possible. Go throw hands with a hybrid. I bet you they'll scatter.
The thing is, too, is like, just turn into Big Chill, disappear, disapparate through there,
How about you freeze all of them?
Yeah.
They can freeze. You can freeze them. I mean, it would take a long time, but you could freeze every single one of them, Ben.
The fact that he doesn't even try to turn it into an alien, he's like, no, we're just captured now.
I'm assuming, Swampfire could do some damage, too.
We're having a lot of problems with this episode.
Jet Ray is fast as hell. I mean, Jet Ray's probably not doing
no.
solving the problem. Also, my complaint watching this was like, there's 4,000 DNAliens. How many times can Echo duplicate? Because if there's 4,000 Echoes, they are inherently, I think, better than the DNAlien.
And then I said Naruto could easily multiply to 4,000
clones.
Yeah, easy. You know what I mean?
Can he really? What's the most canonically he's done?
He's done a shit ton. I'm not getting. He's a shit ton.
That's fun.
Easily 1,000, if not more.
That's crazy. Yeah, he would. If they're all as strong as like base Naruto, they're all dead.
They are, but at the same time, they're very fragile. You hit them and they'll explode, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things in Boruto too is like he's the Hokage, and
nice hoodie, by the way.
Thank you. It's Akatsuki. But he uses his shadow clones to like patrol the entire village. So while he's doing paperwork, there's easily like 100 Narutos out in the village. Like,
that's so cool, dude.
Yeah. Well, it turns bad because he used a shadow clone to celebrate his daughter's birthday. So he's literally carrying the cake, and the shadow clone just poofs. So the cake falls on the ground and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Which I don't like how they portray Naruto as a dad in the new series, because Naruto wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because Naruto lived without parents. He wouldn't have done that to his kids.
And this whole thing is like how much he loves people.
Yeah, it's just
friendship and everything.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been. So that's my problem with Boruto. I digress. But yeah, easily, even if he can't turn into 4,000, guess what? You turn into 200 to 300. I like those odds. 200 to 300 Echoes.
Yeah.
You're taking, if they take out 3 apiece, you know what I mean? You're evening the odds a little bit.
And we see that weakness. Cooper like clangs 2 little pieces of Viridian.
Yeah, something like that. It started with a V.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Some alien metal probably. And then the DNAliens have a bad reaction to it.
Yeah.
He doesn't take the opportunity at all. I thought he did it on purpose at first, because I was like, oh yeah, he knows it hurts him.
Yeah.
No, he's just dumb.
Yeah, he's just dumb. Just stared at it,
So, lost opportunity. Thankfully, Ben gets in there and saves him. I like the goop scenes.
Yeah, with his eyeball. He's like,
he's got the goop eye.
Nice place you got here.
Could he do that with everything? Like, could he like put his mouth through the wall like that too? Or
probably.
How does that work without
he doesn't really have a mouth though?
Yeah, you're right. How does it work without the gravity?
Well, gravity can push it and turn it.
I guess maybe it creates a field rather than just like a little like zone.
Yeah,
I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Like maybe it's not like just fully in like concentrated at this point. Maybe it makes a little thing where he can go.
Yeah,
I like that a little better.
I understand what you're saying.
Thank you for that.
But yeah, overall, I don't know. This episode should be a 10 out of 10, but there's just so many things that annoy me with it that it drops so low for me.
I think it classifies as like a mid-tier because it's setting up the Highbreed arc, which I like all that stuff.
Love it.
If we got more of that, maybe like Cooper disables. Oh, and the whole thing, the major plan, like all this episode amounts to, besides them getting Cooper out, is they take down the cloaking machine that Cooper built for him, and it doesn't really change anything at all.
No,
because they still are able to cloak the arch and all the weather machines, and they're also wearing masks. So, like Gwen says, like you just go and you see regular people. It's no big deal, and they've got like all the permits and stuff. Like they're in the middle of nowhere, essentially just doing their work up to code.
Yeah,
as far as the sheriff knows.
Yeah.
And so nothing really changes. I mean, I think Ben and Gwen and all them, they kind of end the episode saying we'll have to go back there eventually because we don't know what they're doing and it looks bad.
Yeah.
And Cooper was there building them, I guess, weapons and like technology.
Yeah. Hey, Cooper, how about you tell us what you've been doing for him? You got to know something about their plans. He saw that vision too. You know?
That's kind of what I was leading to. It's like he sees kind of the future of the invasion. This is sort of the unveiling of. Well, this is the start of the unveiling of the invasion.
Which
plots.
Right now we just think, oh, they're gonna blow up the alien or the Earth, typical alien plot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we see an Earth explode. And we see kind of like ships coming in through the portal and stuff.
Yeah.
So we don't know exactly what's going on, but we get that little intrigue, that little bit of mystery lead towards the season 2 finale, which is peak.
A banger.
A banger. Yeah. So Cooper dismantles everything. Gwen makes like a big mallet, essentially, like a big, like stake thing. And then like 4 or 5 DNAliens run up behind him, and I'm like, do it again. What? I can't. You just
do it again. And instead, we're in the same situation we were 10 minutes ago, surrounded by DNAliens.
Yeah. But that is clever. I mean, like for the Kevin's powers aren't usually as thoughtful as like turn into this and we'll make vibrations out of it.
It was interesting.
Yeah, especially coupled with Echo's power of like amplifying that kind of vibration. I think that's super cool.
Gwen gets her little revenge by beating the shit out of Kevin.
He's like, "Did you have to hit me that hard?" She's like, "I really did."
Yeah, I did.
That's a good follow up to all those jokes, I think.
Yeah.
But there's a couple references to classic, I guess, because Cooper's here as well. In the beginning, Ben is worried that a fly might land on the banana they're going to transport.
Yeah.
And I guess Kevin's not really working the ship. It's maybe the transporter that got broke from Rhiney's episode.
I think so.
Maybe that's why they're working on it. Maybe they want to get back to Rhiney or something.
I doubt they want to get back to Rhiney. Because Rhiney had a chance to get out. And he said, no, I'm not getting out.
You're right.
Yeah.
Anyway, but why they were using it aside, Ben's like worried about a banana fly monster. Kevin's like, didn't you used to turn into a big bug? And he's like, that's different.
Yeah. It is different than being a bug fly or a banana fly.
Yeah. But I do like the culmination effect of this episode because it's the first time we see like the teleporter mixed with the weather machines, mixed with the DNAliens, like they're all together in Soledad, which they mentioned the monster, which was actually just that assistant guy that was time dilated or whatever. So assumedly they helped them pick that spot out because that's a perfect spot. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
No one's going there.
If there's condemned. If there's no monster there tearing it up, like the Highbreed wouldn't be there.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
So they stopped the monster. Granted, the monster would have destroyed the Earth eventually.
Yeah,
if left unchecked.
Yeah.
That's about all I got. I don't know. I don't know why this episode felt like it kind of was like a chore.
Yeah.
It almost felt like homework. It was like, okay, we need to figure all this stuff out for later.
Yeah.
Plus Cooper again.
Just the delivery was just bad. I think how they delivered it.
There was fun moments. I'm going to say I don't hate this episode or anything, but there was fun moments. But I think it is sort of a, it's more homeworky. It's like this is your setup. This is your Iron Man 2 before you get to Avengers.
But the setup shouldn't be homeworky either. I love Iron Man 2.
Yeah, but, compared to Iron Man 1.
It's better.
No, it's not. I like a lot of the stuff in this. It looks really good. The episode looks nice. I mean, I think my problem is probably just Cooper. I don't hate Cooper, but he's just a waste of time. Underutilized, exactly.
Yeah.
And he's a useful plot dynamic later because he can make the guns that turn aliens back into people and stuff. But still, it's just like give him a personality, make him fun to be around, make it somebody like this character.
Make an Omnitrix. I bet you Cooper could make an Omnitrix.
Could try for sure.
Yeah, I'd love to see that happen. That'd be sick.
What would you rate this episode out of 10?
Probably a 7.
I'm gonna go 6. I think it was really sort of used just for development. And, but it was fun to watch. I did have my moments, like I keep saying.
Yeah.
Next time we're gonna look at the episode called Pet Project. It's with Julie and the Forever Knights, I think.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited for that one. Yeah.
Ship comes back.
Yeah. But what do you guys think about this episode? Do you like it? Was it chore for you? Was it homework? Have you watched it yet? If not, go watch it. Be sure to tune in every Monday. Make sure to comment on this video. You could be the feature comment for next week's video. And until next Monday, we will see you later.